Hello everyone, here is University of Wisconsin Madison. Welcome to our channel. I am Weifeng, I'm the microsurgery teacher. Today we have our guest student, PGY2, Stephen. Stephen is not his first time when he rotate in as a student, medical student rotate in our program, and then we already have a session. So probably we have already have one video on our channel. Yeah, so today we will practice we go over what we have learned and then see how far we can go today. Yeah, it will be a good start. Okay, yeah, Stephen, tell our friends a little bit about you.
Yep, I'm a PGY2 here. I'm from Northwest Wisconsin in Chippewa Falls, and I'm excited to get started learning some micro.
Yeah. Okay, let's get started. So let's go over the phone, go over the microscope a little bit. Here, this is when it's ready, and then keep turning it. Just in case you come in, you want to practice by yourself, you know how to turn it on. So when turn to this side, and when it's ready, this light's on, and then keep turning it, allow you to start your engine of your car.
Got it. Okay.
And then here, the eyepiece, you can move it, and we want to look straight. And two things we want to need to set up. One is in the pupil distance, and then the second one is to match your eye with the diopter. Yeah, like this one.
Yep.
Plus and minor. Remember? Do you still remember?
I do remember. So this is nothing, right? This is just an even.
Yeah, so this is nothing. Turning this one will change the diopter of the lens.
Got it. So
yeah.
I'm wearing contacts, so I'm right there.
Yeah.
And then
yeah, so when it's on the
it's pretty close. Okay, and then is there a focus one? Is it this?
so match your eye first, and then we set up a microscope after that.
Yep, I think this is matched.
Okay. Now we can. Now we should set up the microscope to zoom in the microscope, and then set it up.
Okay, let me just text Chris quick. Okay. Okay, and then zoom is.
Yeah. So now we can move the whole microscope for a rough focus. Okay, and then now give your pen so you can write down something. Just in case we change something of since our teaching. Do you still remember? Or?
I remember I was like 59-ish, and I'm about, yeah.
Oh yeah, good. Good memory. You still remember that? Yeah. So we want to talk about the depth, right? We want to talk about the depth and how to use the depth to set up the microscope.
Sorry.
Okay, now zoom in the microscope. Yeah, so like the depth, now the space is like 5 centimeter, and then the depth is about like 2 centimeter, the depth. microscope.
Okay, where's the zoom?
Yeah, on the foot.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah, keep going. Go all the way.
Okay.
Yeah. And then let's.
That's blurry for me.
Yeah. Okay. Move the microscope for the right focus. We just move the whole microscope to. And go down a little bit. Okay. And then use the foot control for fine adjusting. It's very close. Use the foot control for fine adjustment. Yeah, good hands.
I think that's pretty close.
Yeah, a little bit. You can adjust a little bit more. It's up. It depends on your eyes. So just let me know if you are already in very good focus. That's it. That's good. Because on my side, my eye change every day. Yeah, you can just go up and down and see.
Okay, that's about.
Okay, nice.
I think that's about perfect.
Okay. Yeah. So remember, like now we see the field is kind of 1 centimeter. So and then the depth is like 2 millimeter. Right? 2 millimeter. And last from the training last time in here we talk about is like when it going to high magnification the depth becomes so small. Like in 24 times the space we can do microsurgery become just 1 centimeter wide and 2 millimeter high. Out of that we cannot see clear. So the principle is to go to a lowest power of the microscope, magnification of the microscope, but you still can see clear and comfortable.
Yep.
So the bigger field you will kind of require your hand less kind of skill of your hand, less you not feel fatigue so quickly as you using the high magnification.
Got it.
Instead of going to see the things bigger. Higher magnification we can see things bigger, but that's not. It will also kind of make us getting fatigue quickly. Okay, now zoom out the microscope.
Oh, yeah, I got this way.
Use your left foot. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. When we set up the microscope, remember last time should we set up the microscope in focus the microscope in lower magnification or higher magnification? Higher or lower at the beginning?
Higher magnification.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Do you remember why?
I think it's because then when you zoom out, it stays focused, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So why zoom out to stay in the focus?
Because this isn't changing, the focal length isn't changing. Actually, I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's about the depth.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, because the distance isn't changing.
Yeah,
it's just what.
Yeah, the depth, like the lower power, like 4 times, the depth is like 2 centimeter, and then 24 times, the depth is kind of 2 millimeter. So when we set up the microscope in the higher power and then we go to the lower power, and this lower power, the bigger depth will including this small depth inside.
Got it.
So and then later I talked to the Zeiss representative, and then he said this. He told me this is parfocal. Parfocal is the best stature of the microscope setup, so the microscope can stay in focus no matter you zoom in and zoom out at that after you set it up in the higher power.
Okay.
So the very simple, just go to the higher power to set it up. We may not go to 24. Like if we do a finger implantation, we won't go to 24. Mostly we may use 6 for the nerve, maybe 8 for the distal artery, and 8 or 10 for the vein. So we can set it up like at 20 or something, and then so we can stay in focus.
Got it.
You can zoom out to the appropriate power to do different things. Yeah, so that's the focal of the microscope.
Okay.
Okay, that's the microscope. Any question?
I don't think so. I think we're
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Then instrument, I think we just quickly go over it a little bit. Maybe. Okay. So this is the
micro scissors.
needle holder, scissor, forceps, dilator. So there's only 4 instruments.
Yep.
Although there's different kind of things and different shape. So the standard one is like this needle holder. When it goes to the standard, what is the standard is?
The standard size.
Yeah.
I'm not sure actually.
Yeah, the tip size. Yeah. So this is a standard PRS set of the micro instrument. Yeah. So when it goes to it says the standard set is the tip size is 0.3.
Okay.
Yeah. Like this is super fine rainbow set. The tip is like this one. You can see there's a number. 0.1 tip. So the standard one is 0.3 tip.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and then this is a locking instrument. Yeah. Yeah. Try the locking instrument. Yeah. Yeah. Do you still remember how it locks and how it unlocks?
Okay, got it to lock.
Yeah. Yeah, you can put it under the microscope and take a look how it locks.
Okay.
Yeah, right here. Okay, like that. So there's a hook. When you reach the hook and then it lock. When push beyond the hook and then it unlock.
Got it.
Yeah, and then the different thing like the round handle and flat handle. Why? Do you remember why there's something like the teacher they may have different preference?
I can't, because this is the flat, right?
Yeah, flat handle.
I think round is easier.
Yeah,
Right.
round has some advantages. We can turn the
Yeah.
instrument easier. Flat handle, the advantage is we can help holding it more steady.
Okay.
Yeah. And at the beginning, I thought it's just based on because of personal preference. But later, I realized that maybe it's because of the different surgery we do. Like Dr. Paul, he prefer the flat handle, and I like the round handle a little bit more. But later, I realized that's because of different surgery we do. Like Dr. Paul, he did a lot of DIP, and hand surgery we don't do. Most of when you do DIP, your glove will become very, very slippery and greasy. And so round handle is not so, sometimes we cause some trouble because it's slippy on
Got
the
it.
glove. And our hand surgeon, our glove is mostly just a bloody glove. So it doesn't matter too much of the round handle. So maybe when I do a DIP, I may prefer the flat handle. Yeah, I think possibly that's some of the reason about that.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, and then here we can take a look at this one. What's C mean?
Curved?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, 14 centimeter long.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, this one is the round handle, curved needle holder, 0.1 tip. So you can see the tip is thinner. This one is the thinner tip. And this one actually is also pretty good. I tried use the one you are holding for the super microsurgery. It works very good. And the tip is also can holding like the 11-0 suture. The needle of the 11-0 suture is pretty good.
Okay.
But the price like this rainbow is 1,500. This one is very cost effective.
Yeah.
Okay, now the scissor. Remember, the curved scissor is the dissection scissor. So, scissor, dissection, curve, 15 centimeter long.
Okay.
And because like in the general practice, we use curved scissor to dissect, right? So that's the same thing.
Okay.
Straight scissor, there has a special name, is kind of scissor, adventitia straight, 15 centimeter long. But most of the time we didn't use the straight scissor to dissect the adventitia. We still use the curved scissor. But I think at the beginning they, like in the textbook, when the figure of removing the adventitia, it shows like that. You pull the adventitia away and then you use the straight scissor to cut. And then I think that's why they name the straight scissor as the adventitia scissor.
Got it.
But most of the time this is too good to be true. If we can pull the adventitia away from the vessel like this way, that means the adventitia already decluttered from the vessel. That's not a healthy part. We may need to cut this one out and go to a healthy part. So we still use the curved scissor to dissect the vessel, dissect the adventitia a little bit to clean the adventitia.
Okay.
The reason we need to clean the adventitia is we want to prevent it go into the lumen, because the adventitia is the outside tissue, is the very strong coagulation factor 3. Once it go into the lumen, it will start a cascade, and it will make up the bosses there. Because the platelet and fibrinogen, they thought that's something outside. We see something from outside, that's a hole.
Yep.
We need to fix it.
Got it. That's fair.
Yeah. So forceps, angle forceps, jeweler forceps. So all these forceps we still name it as a jeweler forceps, because at the beginning we don't have forceps for microsurgery. So we borrow the forceps from the jeweler company.
Got it.
So like this is JF, the jeweler forceps. This jeweler forceps angle is because it has an angle. And this 3, see this is that's a 3. That's a standard one, is 0.3. 0.3 tip. Standard one 0.3. This one is also 0.3. So some of them they go to 0.4, 0.1, and like this rainbow sets go to 0.05. So we can compare the difference. You can see the difference of the forceps. You see the tip difference, right? This one is, the rainbow one is smaller, and this standard one is 0.3. So when we're working on a lymphatic vessel, that usually lies like 0.5, 0.6. So if we still use this 0.3 tip forceps to manipulate them, it's not easy. So that's why we need this superfine forceps for the lymphedema surgery.
Got it.
Like the LVA something. And you can see it designed very, very well. See, only the tip can touch. So this way can allow us pick up the vessel or pick up the tissue very, very easy and very accurate. But when we used to pick up a suture, that's a little bit hard, because we have to pick up in the very tip of the forceps, or we have to squeeze a lot to catch it, right? So that's why we have the dilator. The dilator we use to dilate the vessel, but another feature is it can touch one segment on the tip, so it's better to catch it's easier to catch a suture. So when we do anastomosis, most of the time you may see the teacher, they may use a dilator at the end when they're doing the anastomosis.
Got it.
And here there's 2 different sizes. So this one is the standard one, is the 0.3. So this one is smaller, that's a 0.1 milliliter. That's a simplified one. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
That's the forceps. That's the instruments. Next suture. I think we have go over the suture before, right? So elevation of the top here. So remember some of the forceps, some of the suture, they are not good for plastic surgery, because some of the remember we talk about the AO suture, AO, yeah, you can write down something, just go over it. AO, 9O, 10O, 11O, and 12O. So usually AO we use for the vessel bigger than 3 millimeter, larger than 3, and this one is 2 to 3, and this one is 1 to 2, and this one 11O we use on sub-millimeter vessel. Yeah, and then the 12O is used on like half millimeter. When it goes to half millimeter, if we have 12O, it's better to use 12O. But some of the needle, this needle, this information, this is suture. It's 15 centimeter long suture, 0.4 metric, and 9O is 0.3 metric. Metric is the pharmacology number. This suture information, 0.4, 0.3. It's hard to relate to centimeter or millimeter. So this suture going to bigger as the suture is smaller. And this is needle information. What's that mean? DB?
Something vascular?
Yeah, blood vessel.
Okay.
Yeah, so 100.
I'm not sure what.
100 micron, the diameter of the needle.
Got it.
And 5.1 millimeter is the length of the needle.
Okay.
Yeah. And then this is the 3/8 circumference. So in microsurgery, we don't like the half circumference needle because we have to turn a lot to the pierce. In tendon repair, we may use the half circumference needle. And the taper tip is considered as the atraumatic needle. Yeah. So like this one is 5.1. Mostly the diameter and the length of the needle is the matter. This one is the AO. It's good to have a bigger needle and longer needle, right? For a bigger vessel, because AO is for bigger vessel. But actually, Ethicon, they make a different. They put a very short needle on the AO. We have a product. This is another AO. See, take a look at that. 130 micron. The diameter of the needle is good, but the needle is 3.8 millimeter. That's very short. Very short. Remember, we work on a 3 larger than 3 millimeter. That big vessel. When you use a so short needle, it's really hard. So actually, this 3.8 millimeter needle is on an 11O suture. 11O suture is used as sub-millimeter vessel. So, yeah. So talking about this information is, I want you to know that not everything is right.
Got it.
The company, I realize they just they have this kind of needle and then they have this kind of suture. They just mix together to make a product. But it's not something like this is totally wrong. When I was I got this one from the primary femoral artery transplant, and they asked me what vessel what suture I like, and then I just told them AO, and then in the surgery I found the needle so short. It's not the same one we use in the lab, and then I realized they make something wrong with that. And then I told them to buy another AO size longer needle, and just donate this into our training. So if you are the first microsurgeon in the hospital, when the nurse asks you, "Hey Stephen, what kind of suture do you like?" You cannot just tell them AO.
Yeah.
You need to be more specific. Yeah. So when we take a look at the 11 or 12 before. So like this is a 12. And here is this one is 9. Yeah. So you can see this is 5.1 millimeter needle and 100 micron. This one is the 12, the 50 micron needle and 2.5 millimeter long.
It's totally different.
Yeah, so you can see the suture is also different. Yeah, so when we need to, if you need to work on this kind of needle, it's really soft. Like one of the professors said, it's like the butter. It's butter, the 12 silk needle. Okay, yeah, let's put one here. Okay, let's get a good suture and practice. Which specialty are you rotating in now?
I'm on plastics right now.
Oh, plastic. Oh,
And we had a light day, so I wanted to stop by.
yeah. Okay, now this is suture. This is an AO. So the AO, like you take the suture out. Don't go. The better way is to release the suture, all the suture away from the sponge first. Because sometimes if you're holding the needle and try to use the needle to unwrapping it, sometimes it's stuck in the sponge and then just break the suture from the needle.
Got it.
And then we lose everything, the whole suture. So the safer way is to release all the suture and then after, when there's nothing stuck in the sponge, and take the needle out. Okay.
Let's just go this way.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab it like this.
Yeah. You can take. Yeah. Way out. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's use this needle holder. This needle holder is stronger.
Okay.
Okay. I use a forceps. Yeah. Pick up the needle
And then to hold the fort, you hold it like this.
yeah, just like holding a pen. Yeah. I think about how when you're feeling hard holding using an instrument, think about how you use the pen and writing your name. That's the same motion of. Yeah. Okay. Put one stitch here, and then tie it up, and then we can start from there.
I think I lost it again. I forgot the easy way to.
Holding the suture, dangling the needle.
Oh yes. Okay.
Yeah, they touch the surface so you can control the needle pattern. Yeah. Yeah. it doesn't matter. Yeah, just keep going. Yeah. Yeah, nice. Yeah, one more. Usually we tie 3 knots for the microsurgery.
Just on right here.
Yeah, pretty good. You still remember a lot of the technique. Okay, yeah, let's go over some tips. So tie knots, we in our lab in here we practice 4 methods. So the first method is the traditional method, like we kind of like take it out all the way on the left, and then this is the translate from the general practice. I think about in the general practice we take the after we do the buy,
We rotate it on the needle driver.
yeah, we the same thing, and we use our hand, and then we use our needle holder to make loops on the needle holder to tie knots. And the first one we cross the hand, and the second one we don't need to cross, and the third one is we cross. So this is the conventional method we can translate from the general practice. So this is the same thing we do, like we holding by the forceps, left hand, and then make loops on the needle holder, 1 loop or 2 loop, that's 2 loop for the surgeon's knot, and then first one, and the second one, and then the third one.
Okay.
So that's a square knot, right? We can knots pulling on different directions to make a square knot. So this is conventional method. So in this method, yeah, help me to cut the suture. Yeah. So in this method, in the microsurgery, we do a little bit slightly different comparing to the general practice. The different thing is like if you go to the OR, you may see the teacher, they use this technique. The first knot, they don't completely cross the instrument because cross is not so comfortable. So they pulling it up and down instead of cross. They pull it up and down. So you can see pulling it up and down still can laying the knot flat, right? And then the second one is the same. The third one is going up and down again. So this is one of the method. Yeah, we translate from the general practice. Okay, now you try it again.
Okay, so pick it up.
Yeah. Holding the suture, dangling the suture. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I try to the better way. Yeah, holding it more. Okay. Yeah, a little bit inside so it won't fly away. Okay, good. Yeah. Let's move a little bit. So go to a cleaner place. Okay. Yeah. That's the first stitch there. Oh yeah. Right. Okay. Yeah. Go. Good. You pick it up very quickly. So and then the second method. Second method is our treating method. So our treating method, one of our goal of the treating method is we want to improve both hands dexterity. So at the beginning, so we want to use two hands to tie knots, take turns. So at the beginning, we use our needle holder to hold the long end. So this way we can later tie the flat knot. Very simple, just left to right. We don't need to think about how to go up and down or cross the instrument. And then the second one, we pass the suture.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and then we tie a square knot.
Over.
Yeah, and then pass the suture. So we practice on our left hand. So this method has two advantages. One is we don't need to think how to cross our instrument, and we train both our left hand and right hand to able to tie knots. So it's a good training method. And when we getting better, we don't really we can just keep going. We don't need to pass the suture. So the second knot we can just go the same way, like up and down. The third knot just left to right. But the good thing is when the first knot we don't need to cross or don't need to go up and down, we can have the capacity of to make the vessel edge match better. So
Sorry, say that again. You have the
advantage of kind of we can change adjust the vessel edge better. We will talk about that later when we're doing the anastomosis. Okay, now you try. Turn a little bit.
And you like it like that?
It
Or more
depends.
turned in?
Yeah, it depends on the situation. Now it doesn't matter because we just practice. The needle direction depends on the vessel direction, orientation. So here I want you to hold.
Oh,
I
yes,
wanted
I
to
remember this
remember
actually.
this.
I should grab it like this.
Oh wow, so good! You still remember that? That's one of very helpful detail.
That one, it took me a long time in my brain to comprehend that.
Yeah.
And so now I think
Pass
I
the
remember.
suture.
Oh, pass
Yeah.
it, yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So we holding the long end 2.5 to 3 times of the short end. Yeah, holding the long end a little bit longer, so we can have more freedom. The switch hand. Yeah, that's a very helpful detail. Yeah, holding the long end 2 to 3 times of the short end. So that's the good length to like we can make 2 loops, and also we don't need to move very far away while we tie knots. Yeah, usually it's 2.5 to 3 times on the short end.
Got it.
Okay, good. Yeah, so this is two method we practice. So when we are the beginner, we just switch our hand and then tie knots to train both our hand. And then we have 2 more method. One is the airborne method.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so the airborne method is we practice and while we learn that while we practice. So the airborne method is kind of like we don't need to try still fly away, the 11. Now we can the poise we control the short end. So when we go to the make root, and then we use the needle holder to control the short end. So we want fly away. So I go when I go on, support it, and I raise it to catch it.
Whoa.
Yeah, and then I go up.
I missed that.
Yeah, and then I control it. See, I control it so it will fly away and I catch it.
Okay.
Yeah, so I control it.
And then you're underneath.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's two. Yeah, and then like that.
Can you show me one more time from this direction?
Yeah,
okay, so it's
absolutely.
there. And then you grab it underneath.
Yeah, good eyes. Yeah, so I go, now I grab it on above. So you already got half of this technique. So you only learn another half. So this method, it's not, there's no secret actually. It's the same of what we are tying nuts, the regular nuts. And yeah, and then the third method, the fourth method is the method you may not see anywhere. It's still not published in our lab. For the first nut, and now. So this method you have 100% you control the short end. You won't lose it.
Oh, I like this.
Yeah, I think about if you're walking in a deep space, like a chest cavity or somewhere, and like you don't have a good assistant. Or you suppose once you lose your short end, you're hiding in a very deep or hiding behind a vessel. So
Kind of over.
use this method, you can control 100% of both ends. So it looks slow, but the point is
No,
it's efficient.
yeah.
Yeah, you don't need to go to find the short end. Okay. Yeah. So those are four methods we practice in the training. And the airborne method. Every time after I teach a student or a resident fellow, and then I ask them, if you are the teacher, how would you like to teach me? And then finally I got a good idea from the ENT fellow. He told me he just keeps saying four words: above, above, under, and under. And you already see two of that, right? So you just need to understand a little bit more, and then you will get this method.
Okay, so start by a normal one.
Yeah. The way of holding the suture is important.
So then,
Still holding the needle, adjust the needle holder the way you're holding the suture. Yeah, holding the suture. So now this one should go under.
oh no, so like this?
Let me show you one more time. Let me show you one more time.
Yeah.
Suture. This one is a little bit short. So when we go under, it's like actually it's like above. Okay, let's go like this way. Above. Then we go above the short end, and then we control it, and then we go above the needle holder to catch the short end. So that's above. Now we go above the short end and then make a loop, right? And then we control it, and then we go beyond the needle holder to catch it.
Okay.
So another one is under. So at this time we go, this is when we're holding the needle, we need to pay attention to the needle don't punch our vessel. So when we go under, we go under. So at this time I go under the short end and I support it. See, I go under and then make a loop. Everywhere I go under, it's making a loop. then I stay in this group and I go catch the short end.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. That is suture. Let's use a new suture. Okay, smile. Now you can see this is an IO suture. You can see it's smaller than the AO. Okay, keep going.
Here. And I want to grab it like this.
Yeah, hold it a little bit longer. Yeah, the ratio of the suture is important. So we need to holding it perhaps 3.5 to 3.5 to 3 times on the short.
So then
Go
I'm over.
Under.
Oh, under here.
Yeah.
So under.
Yeah. Let the suture hit there. Hit the forceps. Okay, good. Okay. So the forceps go under the needle holder to catch the short end. Let go. Yeah. Yeah. Nice.
Woo! Wait, and then I'm here.
Yeah. Okay. Now this one
Let's
go
go.
above. Okay. Now this ratio is important. No, this one very too long is hard.
So I'll grab here.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yep.
And then I should grab here. So this
Walk
one.
off. Yeah. So one point is pulling it towards you. So like when it go towards you, that will be easier to control. Yeah, above. Yeah, go towards you. Okay. Press on the suture. So the needle holder go beyond the suture here. Touch it. Yeah. Okay. Let go. And then pick it up. Yeah. Nice. Very cool. Okay.
That is
Keep
very
going.
cool.
Go under. Go under. Yeah. Let go. Pick it out under. Yeah, that's the under. Okay. Great. Okay. Go above.
Oh, I went the wrong way. So this is. I think I have to do under again, right? Or no?
Go above. Yeah. Sometimes the memory we may go to under in a row. Yeah, holding a little bit like here. This suture is pointing this towards this side, making it a little bit hard. Okay.
So above again? Or under?
Okay. You pull the long end, both long end inside the loop.
Oh.
Yeah. Try again. Yeah. Try again.
Okay. And then.
And then cut this one, and then you start a new one.
Okay.
Yeah. So this method actually, I realize it's also another very good training method because it kind of push you really hard to understand how to move your hand. Yeah. hand, pull the suture all the way out. So Stephen, here I want you to remember one more thing is in front of you. I see this suture is like when you're picking it up, it's pointing towards this side. When the suture pointing towards this side, it's hard to make roots because it's. So another thing I want you to remember is bring the suture back to in front of you and then you pick it up.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Pick it up. Yeah. So now you see the suture is pointing towards the nut. That will be a little bit easier. Hold on. See why you when you slow down, you can see why you including both long and inside the lumen, inside the loop. Okay, yeah, going, yeah. Yes, the boy is supporting it. Use the first needle holder to support the short end.
Okay.
Yeah, hold on a little bit longer. The ratio is kind of important. Yeah, nice. Okay, catch the short end. Yeah.
Oh, I dropped it.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Yeah. One more time. One more time.
Oh, do I have it? Or?
Yeah. Try one more time. Yeah, that's a good practice. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, go under. Okay. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Great. Okay, go above. Yeah. Go above. Pulling towards you. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Good. Press down. The first needle holder press down, so we can expose the tip of the suture. You're very good. You pick it up. Okay. Now keep going. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I grabbed both.
Yeah, you understand that movement. Yeah. Yeah, so here there are two things. One is pulling towards you, yeah. Another one is the ratio of the suture. 2.5 to 3 times of the short end. Yeah, pulling it in front of you. Okay, yeah. Yeah, press on the short end to control it. Yeah, let go.
Oh, I lost it.
Yeah. Okay, go under.
This one's under.
Yeah, when it go under also, pulling the suture towards you, in front of you. Yeah, nice. Yeah, you can pay attention to the direction of pulling the suture. That's good. That means you can use less bandwidth of your brain to, in this knot tying method now, you're making progress. Okay, good. Now I'll show you some 2 tips can make you doing better. Okay, give me the suture.
Yep.
So the point is to control. So the control is like when we go above, we press it down. When we go out under, we not stay here.
Yeah.
We use our forceps, use our needle holder to pull it up,
Control
to
it.
raise it so we can go catch the tip of the suture.
Okay.
Control and then raise it.
Okay.
And then when we go above, we press it down so we can expose to the tip.
Got it. Okay.
So go under, raise it.
Not just
Yeah.
go and grab it.
Yeah, go above, we press it down and then catch it.
Okay.
Yeah. So those are 2. Okay. cut it and start a new one. Start a new one. Okay. Let me put our training to Facebook. Okay, now we can practice some stitching method and then keep practice this method.
Okay.
Right.
I like that.
Yeah, it's amazing you pick it up so quickly. Okay.
I think that suture is underneath.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's demagnetize that instrument. Stephen. Yeah.
Oh, yep.
Yeah. This is the demagnetizer. You press this button and then put the instrument in and out. Don't touch the inside.
And just with the needle driver?
Oh, press it here.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Put this one down.
Should I press it?
Yeah. Press it. Oh, before you go in, yeah, press it. Keep pressing it.
Oh, I
go
see.
in and out.
Whoa.
Yeah. See if it works or not. Okay, better.
Whoa, that was cool.
Yeah, you can try this one also. This one looks like also has some magnification, magnetized. Yeah, so think about here is a vessel, like the front wall. We start from the 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and then we after that we do the front wall and then do the back wall. Okay, yeah, start from here, 12 o'clock.
take it in two?
You can try one. Yeah. When there's a gap, we take two. When there's no gap, we can use one. Yeah, good. You still remember what we talked about 2 years ago, or 1 year ago, 2 years ago?
It's been a while.
Yeah, more than 1 year, for sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Then should I?
Yeah. Add on. Nice. Yeah, very good. Yeah. Yeah, keep going. Yeah. And go above. Yeah, pull towards you. Yeah.
This guy's curling up on me.
Yeah.
Just re-grab it.
Yeah, nice. Press down and catch it. Yeah, got it. Nice. Okay, keep going. Yeah, go under. Yeah, raise it. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Yeah, keep going. Press down. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, the root go off from the forceps. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Okay. And then at 6 o'clock.
Okay, so then right here.
Yeah. 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 Citrus, a little bit twist. Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. Great. Yeah, pretty
That was
good.
harder for some reason.
Hmm? Harder is because the suture is too short. You're holding a little bit longer.
Got it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was easier.
Okay, now add one in the middle and then add two more in between. So this is one of the classic method we adding stitch by dividing the space. So one in the middle and then divide to half and then adding two more in between. Yeah, so sometimes the 9-0 still will fly away when we use the 11-0 and or when the surface is wet, our instrument is wet, and then that will be even better. So sometimes if the suture fly away, we just keep going with the regular method.
I don't know how many we're supposed to do. I was just kind of tying knots.
Yeah, just for fun. 3 knots. Good.
So, when I eventually do micro,
Mm.
does like Dr. Poor want me to do the air like that, or is there a preferred method?
It doesn't matter. You try whatever you feel comfortable. The goal is to tie a square knot.
Okay. So whatever works.
Yeah. In the OR, you may see different technique, and also the teacher may have different requirement for you. So the best way to learn is be empathy. There's nothing right and wrong. When you are the student, you just kind of observe whatever the teacher can teach you, and then you understand the goal. The point is you understand what's the good advantage or what's the disadvantage of each technique. And then eventually you will develop your method. And then as you see every teacher, and then that's the way you become better than the teachers, right? you can pull up and down, like the knot just now is you pull up and down, it also can make a square knot. Yeah, one more thing here, like, is one lesson I learned is when in a surgery, my student cut the suture, but he didn't cut successfully. But I thought the suture was cut, and then I just moved the needle. But then ends up the suture tear the vessel.
Oh.
So that's one of the very kind of bad lesson I learned. So since then I will never move until I'm 100% sure the suture was cut. So I want you can learn from my mistake. Don't move until you 100% see the suture was cut.
So when it's kind of closed like this already, is there a proper way for me to grab like the vessel, or?
Yeah, in this situation is we try to put the forceps inside.
You just kind of.
That's a good question. We have some special tricks to handle that method. This when the room gets small. One way is use the open loop method. Another method we have a special technique. Up and down. You don't need to really have to
Oh
cross
yes,
the suture.
up and down. Okay.
Yeah, that's what you see in the this one is left to right, and after this one up and down, because one of the knot we can just pull it left to right, just pulling like this way. Okay, let me show you. Let me explain to you. Like we already crossed the suture. I'm supposed to like pulling the suture like this way. This knot is just left to right. We don't need to cross or go up and down, right? This is naturally just laying it flat. And after that, this one will go to cross the instrument, but we do up and down. When I talk about up and down, is this knot, the second one.
Got it.
And then this one is after that. This one is going to the naturally just left to right.
Okay.
And this one is up
Because
and
you're going
down.
to cross your hands.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah. Okay.
This one's just going like this. This one.
Yeah.
Oh, I had it. Oh. It'd be like this.
Yeah, very close. I think so. Yeah, maybe pull the suture evenly, we will see how the knot was forming. Yeah, keep going. Yeah, good.
Do I just have to be more forceful to control this?
You want to control it better?
For the under. For the over, I feel like I'm able to control it well.
Yeah. a little bit short. So the ratio of the suture is important.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, give me the suture. One thing I like why we need to tie a thread knot. So we want to lay in the knot thread instead of cross. Even we cross the suture. Like if we didn't cross the suture, cross our hand, by tying this knot, we cross the suture, so the knot is flat, right?
Mm-hmm.
If we didn't cross, so if we tie the knot pulling like this way, so you can see actually it twists, right? If we pulling it hard and then it twists, the knot is twist. So that what happens is, as we pulling really hard and then the knot will twist the vessel, the tissue inside the knot twist the tissue inside. That makes the edge of the vessel in the anesthetic side not smooth. That's why we want to lay the knot flat.
Got it.
We don't want to twist the knot or twist, and then will resulting in twist the tissue inside. So that's why we want to tie the knot flat. Sometimes we kind of like we don't want to go to the completely cross our hand. We go up and down to kind of to compensate that twist. And then if we cross our suture, that can allow us just go to the left and right. That's making it even better. Like we just go left to right, so we don't need to go up and down.
Yep.
And in that situation also is translated from the general practice. Okay, now your hand higher now. Yeah, so you cross the hand, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and second knot. Yeah, so if we want to tie a square knot, we need to cross our hand. Okay, go, let go. Okay. So for the first knot, how can we avoid not cross our hand? Yeah. So that's why we, at the beginning, the first knot, we cross the suture. So cross the suture is the same of, in a microsurgery, we tie knots, we pre-holding the suture by our needle holder instead of using a forceps.
Got it. I need to get better with my left hand so I can cross.
You don't have to. Yeah, right hand is good. Right hand is good. Yeah, so it's good. When I was a medical student, we all tie knots everywhere. Right? We see tie knot in here, we tie knot in our water bottle, we tie knot on our backpack, and also tie knots on our bum bag. But at the beginning, we just tie knots. We don't really, in our textbook said how we cross our hand and then we keep going. But in my first day in the OR, what I see the professor kind of tie knots was so impressed to me is when they catch the suture, they cross the suture and then to start tie the first knot. And then I was kind of, wow, feeling it's eye-opening. They didn't teach us in the medical school. In the medical school, they didn't mention that we cross the suture, so you don't need to cross your hand. And that's something different in the real practice and in the medical school. And when I was teaching this method, when I try to explain why we cross the suture, why we bring it back to in front of us and starting use our needle holder to hold in the long end. that's the same idea of this one.
Got it.
We cross the suture instead of cross our hand.
Got it.
Okay. Tie some more knots and finish this suture.
Kind of want to try
Mm.
practicing.
Yeah, use this hand. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, you can use this hand to add one. It's the same.
So just there.
Yeah,
This is.
yeah, that's the suture. Yeah. Hold a little bit longer. Yeah, so sometimes you can holding the needle holder pointing down. That way you can pick up the suture or pick up the needle easier. Like holding the needle, usually we holding like this way, but when we tie knots, we pick up something, we pointing it down. Oh yeah, one more tip here. Give me the suture. This way can make you being more efficient. Like when we make loops, like if we make loops here and then we need to travel to pick it up. So bring the suture very close to the short end or right above it. So you make loops and then catch it.
Got it.
Yeah. So this, see?
Mm-hmm.
So this is why you may see some of the teacher they are so efficient. They tie knots and then we don't have any
You're
trouble.
just
Of,
right. Okay.
like if we move here and then we need to travel, sometimes we fell off the loop. So being microsurgery, to be fast is not moving fast. Like if we tie knots here and then we move fast, it's kind of there's a higher risk of make some trouble. The microsurgery being fast is to be efficient. Like we put it here and then pick up the suture. That's the efficient. Okay.
It's getting pretty short here.
Yeah, just tie a couple more and then we change the suture. Yeah, pretty good. Good. You still remember a lot of. I mean, we decoding the memory from last time.
Yeah, I know.
So now that's the same I observe in the teaching is you're learning something from zero and comparing to you learn something and then you forgot and then you pick it up. That's different.
Yeah.
Now this is so you are a good demonstration of you picking it up after you didn't practice for a while, but still way faster than we learned it from the very beginning.
That was a 8-0 or was that a 9-0? 9, okay.
Microsurgery was built by sutures.
Yeah.
So sometimes I tell the residents, you come into practice, it's kind of you deposit money into your account.
Yeah.
It's kind of like one suture is kind of like $100.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
you practice one and then you put $100 into your bank account. Yeah, yeah, pick up the needle. Pick up the needle. We holding the suture and pulling it out. Sometimes the suture will break from the needle. Yeah.
There you go.
Make more incision here. A little bit more from here.
Okay. So then,
Yeah, from here.
oh yeah, so 12 o'clock.
Yeah, 12 o'clock. Okay, yeah, pick up the needle. Here's a tip.
Yep.
When we pick up the needle, turn the needle holder a little bit.
Pronate.
Yeah, the idea is like we pick up the needle. Like if we still holding the needle holder like this way,
Mm-hmm.
before we catch the needle, one arm already hit it away. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So we turn the needle holder, so the needle holder match the curve of the needle.
Yep, got
so
it.
we can pick it up.
Okay.
And we'll hit it away. Yeah. So bring it back to in front of you before you
Sorry,
catch.
I got out of focus there.
Yeah. Pay attention to the tail. Don't go beyond this one. If we go beyond that long end, and then we'll including that inside the nut. Yeah.
So, elastic or memory.
Mm. Yeah. Now, because now you're holding the suture is not in the right way. Now this suture is also like under your needle, under your forceps, behind your forceps. See? Yeah. So bring it back to in front of you. Yeah. Yeah. So
Oh.
hold on a little bit longer. Yeah. 2.5 to 3 times. Yeah. So another way is like how to be efficient. Like here, now we didn't see the needle, so this is a good way to pull the suture back. Okay, now we're pulling the one. Every time we still have one hand holding the needle or holding the suture. Okay, that's good magnification. Get magnetized. Okay. Give me the suture.
Oh, yep.
Oh, still pretty bad. magnetize every time. Yeah, sometimes it didn't work. One more time.
Yeah, I don't think mine's magnetized. Oh, that one is.
Yeah, sometimes it didn't work. So that's why the titanium instrument is good because it won't come magnetized. Yeah, one tip is for the needle. Right? If we pass the needle like holding this way to pass, it's not easy. Like you holding like this way to pass, it's not easy.
Yeah.
So the easier way is to be holding the needle like this way. So holding the needle like this way, it's easier to pass the suture, the needle.
Oh, you're saying.
Yeah, if we didn't dangling the needle, if we holding the needle to pass the needle, like holding the needle like this way is hard to pass the suture, the needle. So we holding the needle in this way. You pick up the needle like this way to pass. That's easier. See that? Now I want you to show you like the efficient. Like efficient is remove the step in between. Or let's go over from the beginning. Like the entry by, we raise the edge and press down and move forward. So this method we use is the move forward method. And then at distal end we keeping the needle in the air. We don't do this motion. If we go this lower, kind of go to hook it up, there's a high risk of hitting the back wall. So when we finish the front wall, we keeping it in the air and then put the distal end on the tip of the needle. So this way we can 100% there's only front wall on the needle. Okay, right? And then for the pierce of the distal vessel, we lower the distal. Now we can put down, let the vessel go, and then the vessel, the gravity will pulling it down. And then our hand just need to moving forward again to finish the pierce. Or we grab the adventitia on here and then pulling it towards it. One thing we want to avoid is punch towards the needle. Another thing about if we use the like this 0.05 tip forceps, if we punch towards the vessel, sometimes you damage the vessel. So instead of doing that, it's hard to pierce it. We grab the adventitia here and then pulling towards the vessel. Now when we take it out, how to reduce the motion, the waist motion is kind of like we go all the way out to the left. We don't pass the suture, which you already doing very good. Sometimes we pass the suture like this way, pulling it out. That's not good. So we just use one hand and then keep pulling it out all the way out. And now, see, I bring it back to in front of me and then I catch. Where should I catch? I go directly to the 2.5. Instead of just holding it and then I use 2 more steps to adjust. That's something like wasted motion.
Okay.
So I go grab here and then go directly to here. So every step is well prepared for the next step. So usually we tie knots just need 4 steps. If you use everything like 3 more steps there, you may need to use like more than half of the time to tie 1 more knot.
So do you like it magnetized or not magnetized?
No, not magnetized. Because when we want to pick up the needle, the needle already go to attach the needle holder tip, making it's hard to pick it up.
Okay, I think I got rid of the magnet.
Yeah. For the screwdriver, we've only got magnetized, right? But not the micro instrument.
Okay, we're right here.
Slow down. When we pull the needle out, we need to follow the curve of the needle. So we
Yep.
want to avoid the needle hole, the needle enlarge the needle hole. Yeah, slow down. So now we need to slow down. So now in our training, in our YouTube video, looks like the sounds didn't go through very well.
The sound did?
Yeah, our voice didn't
Oh, got it.
didn't pick up our voice. You still can hear, but we need to go to the maximum volume. You keep going, adjust. That makes the engine of the vessel in the endoscopic size less. That's why we want to make that. We don't want to twist it up, twist the engine, resulting in twist of tissue inside. So that's why. Hold it tight enough for that. Sometimes not very sure how to adjust that. That's something audio makes from here and there. OBS.
I'm on the wrong side. Okay, now when we're adding two more in between, so if we do the front wall like this and the back wall the same method, how many stitches will be there? 8.
Yeah, so that's a method, a stitch method. If the vessel going smaller, we just even it and then put two in between. That will become a 6 stitch method.
Yeah, so when there's enough space, we still put the forceps inside the lumen to support. Yeah, we want this part go straight. So yeah, because when we go straight, we can avoid the suture cheese wiring or tear the edge.
Can't grab this.
Mm.
Oh.
Yeah, change the needle. Try this one. Try the dilator. Bring it towards you. Bring it in front of you. Yeah. Yeah, so you see the suture pointing away from the mouth, so making it hard.
Sutures pulling away from the knot.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
No.
This is kind of like you're holding the suture, okay, catch it. And then this suture is pointing away from toward this side. So, okay, yeah, catch it. Yeah. Now this suture is still a little bit away from you. So I want you, so when we talking about that, we want to bring the suture in front of you. Okay, now you pick up the suture. Yeah, okay. Now the suture, now this one is a little bit better, right, because it's pointing straight, pointing towards the knot, instead of pointing towards this side.
Got it.
Yeah. So now this one is very easy to fall off because, let me tell you one of the tips. In here, it's towards you or in front of you. Everything doing in front of you, that will be easier. Now in here. Right, if the suture stay in this side, this part is in front of me, right? And this part is on my left side.
Mm-hmm.
If my shoulder stay in here, even I make airborne, it's hard because it's not in the right angle to support it. So that's why we always kind of lose it. So to make it easier is we bring it back to in front, this part, doing everything in front of us.
Okay.
When we go in front of us, everything is going to naturally in the right way and easier to do. And here, we go like above. And when it's pulling in front of you, it's easy to control, like that, see? And then the second one is go under, we also go in front of me. If like go here, that's not a right angle, good angle. Go here, it's easier to control. So bring it towards yourself. Bring it towards yourself, and then it's easier to control. Does it make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, going in front of you a little bit. So, okay. But airborne is not always 100% success. Even I do it, you can see it sometimes it's still drum away. So it doesn't matter. Just when you practice enough, you will kind of naturally go this method. but it's fail. Sometimes it fly away. Just use the regular method to keep going. Stephen, here I think we can talk about a little bit more because you are a little bit good. Now if you're still holding the needle holder like this way, try to pick it up.
Yeah.
It will be hard because we should turn the needle holder, force it a little bit to open like this way so we can catch it easier.
Okay. Can I go back to the old one? Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that's why when the flat handle, you can feel it. It's hard to turn. The round handle, you can turn it and change the orientation a little bit easier, more convenient. Yeah, very good. Yeah, just up and down. Don't cross. Above. Good. Okay. Let's kind of wrap up now. If I need to prepare for ENT fail, he's on the way, and it's 2 hours.
All right. Wow, that was quick.
Yeah. So every time I said we didn't feel the time.
I know. That was awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, okay, let's come here and okay, so everyone, so if you're watching our video, that we have so much fun for the practice. And yeah, we never feel that's 2 hours. We feel like just like 45 minutes, half hour. Yeah. So we go over everything quickly. Yeah, obviously. So Stephen still has the memory from 1 year ago when he was rotating in as a medical student, and I can see it's different. You pick up the things you already got it, comparing to learning from the zero. So now we almost practicing the second lesson instead of the first intro lesson. So we practice the stitching, and then Stephen pick up something new is the airborne method, and yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, slowly when you're getting practice more, if you become you get your hand just gets that memory, muscle memory, go straight forward to it. Okay, so Stephen, so share 1 or 2 points now in your mind you feel today it's very helpful for you.
Try not to cross my hands as much. I think it's very helpful. Just needle manipulation and really the needle driver, aiming down, trying to grab it was really helpful.
Needle holder pointing down.
Yes, yep. Those are 2 big ones, I know. Yeah.
So don't cross instead of cross the instrument, cross our hand. Cross our suture. Or also by switch hand. Yeah, that's 2 good point, and also that's one of our special thing we teach in here, and it's also actually it's translate from what we are using in the general practice. Yeah, and kind of like we tying nuts. Actually, we cross the suture, so we avoid to cross our hand. Yeah, so I think when it relates to what we already learned, we already have, it's easier to move forward.
Yeah,
Okay,
definitely.
cool. So if you like our microsurgery, please subscribe and share. If you want us to go to your country or your hospital to teach, yeah, please leave a comment or reach out to us. We go overseas to teach micro course. We bring our microscope, we bring our instrument and suture. We go to Vietnam, South Africa, Egypt, Rwanda, and multiple countries. So yeah, we may show up in your hospital next time. Okay, bye.